guys, this is Tracy, and today I'm going to show you how to ungroup and arrange this Friends Subway Art SVG. So first thing I'm going to do is I want to shrink it down so we can see a little bit better. And I am going to ungroup this. And you can tell by looking at the layers panel over here, each of these words is individual, meaning that you can change the colors on these if you want to. You could remove a word and put somebody's name in if you wanted to personalize it. But for this demonstration, I am going to just attach these, and the reason that I'm going to attach them, if I did not attach these and I go to make this, all of these words are going to be scattered all over the place, and then you would have to place them individually. So if I click on this and come down here and hit the attach button, now when I go to make it, all of your words are all together. And the reason that I did not attach this heart, although it is black, because if you look on the screen here, there is a colored heart underneath it. Now, if you didn't want that colored heart, you absolutely could attach this little black heart to the rest of them. Or you could even go ahead and attach it and know where you're going to put your heart down first. But it's easier when you're making a project, especially with these many words, to go ahead and attach this, and then you could add this in later. So for this purpose, for this design, I probably would not attach that, but it's personal preference. That's up to you. So now that I have attached this, I'm going to go ahead and hide it to get out of the way. These little fillers here, the little bubbles, the little circles, these are all grouped. They are not attached. You could, if you wanted to, attach this, but if you were to attach these, now when you go to make this, find the purple mat here, all these right here are going to cut together, and all this right inside is going to be all wasted vinyl. So you would weed this and all this vinyl would be wasted. So these I don't think would be too difficult to place with your design, so I probably would not attach those. But again, personal preference. So let's go ahead and hide that, get that out of the way. And I'm going to hide this heart. Now I want to focus on this, the flowers in the frame here. I'm going to ungroup this. You can either come up here and ungroup it, or you can right click and ungroup. If I click on this vase down here, if you didn't want your vase to be open like this, if you wanted it to be solid, you could do it a couple different ways. One, you could cut your vinyl out, and then instead of removing that, you could leave that solid part there. But to make it easier on yourself, you can come down here to the contour button. If you click on the top right here, now you have a solid vase. But you also, let me make a copy of this so I can show you. You also could click on this one instead, and that's going to give you a different shape of a vase. If you can see the difference in here. That's just a couple different options. That's, you know, personal preference, whatever it is that you like. So let's go back to this one. I don't know if you can see the difference. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that. Now with this, the flowers, I want to show you this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer so you can see these flowers. Okay, so on these flowers, if you look over here, they are all 3 layers. I'm going to right click and ungroup this. And the reason that I put this little offset in here, or twisted it actually, is to make it just kind of give it a different effect, like maybe a watercolor effect. But if you didn't like this, you could go ahead and ungroup this. You could click on this outer layer here, so you can see that this one has 3 different layers. They all have 3 layers. You could click on this layer here, and then you could just rotate it, and then it goes back to a solid flower. So if you don't like that option where it's offset like that, you could just go ahead and fix it. You could also, if you didn't want the outline, you don't have to cut the outline. You could do it just like that. You could do it like that, or you could even do it that way. So there's a couple different options with this flower. Whatever looks good to you. And you obviously can change the colors of the petals, the flowers. But then I also want to show you, if you do decide that you want to make your vase solid, and you want to, let me hide that for a second, you want to slice those extra stems out of there, you can do that by clicking on your stems, which is this one here, hold down your shift button and click on the vase, and then you would come down here and hit your slice button. Okay, so now this is going to leave this sliced out of here, but you don't want to remove this yet, because if you were to do this, then that's how that's going to cut out, and we don't want that. So you would take all this, come down here, and hit weld, and now you have a solid piece again. You can just go back and change it to whatever color you want. Okay, And let me see what else here. If we bring these back, I don't think I moved things too much. We should be able to still see everything together. Let me find this part. Okay. So that's it for this week's project, guys. If you decide to make it, I would love to see it. Show it off in the Facebook group. You can find this design in the freebie library. It is design number 152. I also have all the fonts linked that I used with the names of them, so you can find them if you want those also. But that's it. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you.